No problem.
All right. Good morning, everyone.
Hi, guys. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Richard. Hi, David. Haley, Andrew, Ashley, Christine, Hugo, Joanna. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys give me emojis. Let me know how you're feeling today. Happy faces, sad face, thumbs down, thumbs up, half time, sleepy, hungry. Okay, David gave me a smile. America gave, is that a hug? Oh, America hugs to you too. Joanna giving a smile. I love it. Andrew, give us some, yeah, cash signs. Cause Kimberly, you're sleepy? Okay, Kimberly, you gotta wake you up. She's giving us a smile. Jason, how do you feel? Jason, I didn't see your emoji. How you feeling? Like a bird? I don't, chicken. I'm not sure what that was. Oh, Jason, you're sleepy. All right, gotta wake you up too. Haley's smiling. Valerie tongue face. Okay. Okay. I want you guys to write I'm shining in the chat. Or I'm shining. I'm not sorry, guys. I'm not saying y'all. Thank you, David. All right. I think you pretty much have everybody in now. So we can pause the music. Thank you so much, Basha. Welcome, guys. I'm so happy to see you guys today. We're going to be speaking on hope, optimism, and gratitude. And the reason why I chose our champion song to be I'm Shining is actually I had another song I wanted to play for y'all, but Basha actually put this song on. And I was like, this is actually better than the song I wanted because I think it projects light, right? And I think when we're talking about hope, optimism, and gratitude, a lot of that is centered around the light that you choose to carry. So we're shining, you're shining, we all gonna shine. I'm gonna give it to Basha so she can give you guys a quick announcement, and then we're gonna get into our session for today.
All right. So, good morning, everyone. We're so happy to have you joining us today. So, just a few reminders for everyone. Please make sure to turn on your cameras so that we can see your beautiful faces. And remember that attendance will only go to those who are visible to the facilitator. And if you're experiencing any technical issues or in the middle of a school commitment, please message YC staff Kim so that you can be marked excused. And then for those alumni or student leader, please put alumni before your name, SL before your name if you're a student leader. And for everyone, please make sure that you're using your full name and that is visible so that we can track the attendance correctly. So I think that's it for the reminders. I'm passing it back to Maliz. Thank you.
Okie dokie. Thank you. Thank you, Basha. Okay. So we can start with our first slide. Let me move my screen a bit so I can see better. All right, that made it worse, but no big deal. Okay, so today, like I told you all, we are talking about hope, we are talking about optimism, and we're talking about gratitude. And these are all things, to be honest with you guys, that for me, they're great pillars that have really helped me get through a lot of different things in my life. So, this workshop teaches us how to hone in on hope, optimism, and gratitude. We're going to work together to strengthen our resilience and our motivation. We're going to learn how to believe in a better future. We're going to focus on possibilities and appreciate what's going on, and how we can help, right? So we're going to stay steady through challenges and commit to our goals. We're going to be realistic with optimism, intentional gratitude, and small daily actions that will help us learn how to approach setbacks and opportunities for growth rather than reasons for us to give up. So, one quote: Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. That's from Helen Keller. Martin Luther King said, "We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope." And another great quote is, "Hope is a thing with feathers that searches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all." And that is from Emily Dixon. So we can watch actually our video. No, 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 no. I don't want to do that. We'll play it a bit after. We can move to the next slide. Okay, so last week we covered battling indecision. We explored how choice overload, mental fatigue, and perfectionism can quietly block us from taking actions. We learned how to limit options by setting helpful defaults and using simple decision making frameworks to make it easy to gain clarity. By adding structure, building self awareness, and aligning with choices with our values, we discovered how to make decisions that support progress instead of paralysis. Okay, next slide. Okay, our learning objectives for today. I'm gonna call on my sleepy people first. So, starting off with Jason, can you please read the first bullet point?
Understand how hope, optimism, and gratitude strengthen emotional resilience by shaping how students interpret challenges, stay motivated during difficulties, and maintain a positive, future focused mindset.
Thank you, Jason. Who do you want to call on?
Um, Anybody or like
Yeah, you can
who
call
else
on
is
anybody.
calling? Jose.
Okay.
Okay, so Jason's just sleeping and he acts like you can call on anyone. Learn how these three mindsets fuel grit, helping students stay committed to long-term goals, recover after setbacks, and view obstacles as temporary and manageable.
Awesome. The last one, I'm gonna call on Kimberly.
Mm, Apply practical strategies such as setting meaningful goals, practicing daily gratitude using balanced optimism, and focusing on controllable actions to build consistent habits that support perseverance, confidence, and long term growth.
Thank you, Kimberly. I hope everybody who's feeling sleepy, you guys, can arise and not be so sleepy, but I definitely understand. Okay, next slide. Oh, wait, I'm so sorry. Before me trying to move forward, we're gonna do our poll. Apologies, Basha. I was too excited about the about the workshop. Okay, so the first question: which mindset helps you push through difficult moments the most? The second question: when you face a challenge, what do you naturally focus on first? And the third question: when progress feels slow, what usually keeps you moving? Poll away. We already have somebody who started off for us. And we're still waiting on about 22 people. All right. Okie dokie. We can end the poll now. Okay, so majority of people said that they hope that things can improve for the first one. The second question, when you face a challenge, what do you naturally focus on? Majority of people said they focus on what goes wrong. And then the third one, when progress feels slow, what usually keeps you moving? Majority of people said a clear long-term goal. Oh, actually, it was tied. And then also encouragement. No, 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 no. No, it's tracking small wins. Apologies. That's the largest one. Interesting. And then encouragement for others and long-term goal was tied. Okie dokie. Okay, so we're gonna call on some people. Basha, who are we going to call on to answer the first question from the poll?
All right. So may we have Carolee Jimenez?
Okay. So the first question is, which mindset helps you push through difficult moments the most? What was your answer?
My first answer was hope that things can improve.
Okay. So why is that? Like, can you give me an example of an experience that you've had?
Um, because like
It can be at school, it can be at home, maybe with your family, with your friends, extracurriculars. What?
like
Go ahead, sorry.
like when you hope that things can improve, I guess that like motivates you.
Yeah. But for you, right, Curly, did you ever have like a difficult moment, an example of a difficult moment where you felt like your hope is what helped things improved?
I don't think so.
Really? You've had none? No, no, there has to be a time. What about even taking tests, anything like that?
Probably when I'm taking like a math test and I just hope I get like the question right and I do. So like um
Yeah.
that's like improvement, I guess.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. Thank you so much for sharing. So, literally, sometimes you're in situations where you really need your mindset to be able to help you get through. And there's a thing that, like, if you think about something to, like, I'm gonna get it wrong, I'm gonna get it wrong, I'm gonna get it wrong, sometimes you actually just really just get it wrong. You know what I mean? So that's a good example that you give, Carolee. Thank you so much. Okay, the next person, Basha, please call on them.
Okay. Can we hear it from Angel Garcia? Thank you.
What was the question?
Angel, when you face a challenge, what do you naturally focus on first?
Mm, how to solve it? Like,
Ooh, okay. So the choices were what's going wrong, what might go right, what can I control, and who can help me. So which one would you choose out of that based off of what you said?
mm,
Wait, what were the choices again?
Okay, the choices were A, what's going wrong? B, what might go right? C, what can I control? And D, who can help me?
What can I control?
What? Okay, great. Can you give me an example of like a time where you can relate to this?
I can't really think of any examples right now.
Do you play sports?
No, not anymore.
Do you play video games?
Not really.
Do you um face with a challenge? Do you have any hobbies? What's your hobby?
Mm, I guess just going out, like exploring.
Okay. So have you ever been what about have you ever been to one of the field trips for you champions?
Yeah,
Okay. So you know how when they have like those teamwork exercises, how there was a lot of challenges. I saw y'all. So everybody was going through some things. How do you address challenges when it concerns like just teamwork, collaborating? Because you're
like
solution
you,
oriented.
like you said that again. Sorry, I didn't hear it.
How do you address challenges in situations where you have to work with a team?
Mm, just challenges. What do you mean?
Hmm. Like, how do you maneuver hard or difficult situations? Maybe people not listening, people not being on the same page, those type of things.
Mm, I don't know.
Are all of y'all sleeping today? Okay, no problem, Angel. Okay, I'm gonna call on somebody else as well for you guys to answer this same question, right? Okay, Haley, please, Haley, tell me, um, unmute yourself.
Um, the question was like how you could fix a situation,
Face,
right? Or
yeah, and so when you face a challenge, what do you naturally focus on first? Do you focus on what's going wrong, what might go right, what can I control,
yeah.
or who can help me?
I like to focus. Well, I get pretty anxious, so I learned to just focus on what I can control and to like everything out of my control, just forget it and just put it aside and keep a growth mindset and to stay positive. Don't look at the bad because if you look at the bad before you look at the good, like it may want you to just give up. Or does that
I
make sense?
love it. I love it. That makes so much sense, Haley. And honestly, funny, that's actually in line with what Angel was talking about because Angel said when he has challenges, he looks at how can he solve it first, right? And that's the same thing you're discussing. Angel just didn't have an example for me right now, but in essence, what you're talking about is having a growth mindset. So looking at the cup half full instead of half empty. Thank you. You guys put party emojis for Haley and Angel because that's the only way that we're able to maneuver is by being able to address situations solution oriented, being solution oriented. Okie dokie. So, the last poll question: when progress feels slow, what keeps you moving? Who are we going to call on?
All right. So for this question, let's hear it from Jolene.
Um, I put encouragement from others.
Okay, Jillian, give me an example, please.
Just like knowing that other people will believe in me, then it'll help me believe in myself.
I love it. Jillian, who inspires you? Like, well, I'm sure it might be plenty of people, but what is an example of one person that inspires you and why?
I would just say my sister because like she's showed me that like you can get through any like challenges.
That's awesome. Is it your big sister or
Yeah.
little sister?
My older sister.
And does she encourage you as well?
Mm, yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing, Jolene. So, a big part of being able to overcome challenges and really having optimism and hope and gratitude is one, being able to identify people and things in your life that encourages you. So I was really happy to hear from Jolene that she has a person or multiple people that do that, because community is a good way to build some of those values. So thank you everybody that has shared. We're going to go to our next slide. Okay, so what are hope, optimism, and gratitude? Hope is belief that your future can be better, that you always have the ability to influence. It involves setting meaningful goals and working towards them even in difficulty. Optimism is seeing challenges as temporary, specific, and manageable. It's focusing on positive aspects and believing good outcomes are possible. Gratitude is recognizing and appreciating the good things in your life, even during tough times. Gratitude helps shift focus from what's lacking to what's valuable. Why they matter together. Hope and optimism fuels your motivation, while gratitude helps maintain perspective and positivity. Together, they build a mindset that supports resilience, grit, and well being. Now, when we're talking about these hope and optimism and gratitude, right? All of these things pretty much work hand in hand. I always tell people that gratitude is the currency of favor. When you're able to identify things in your life, like Jolie, and how she's grateful for who her sister is in her life, right? It also creates room for other good things to be attracted to you, to be to be, what's the word? Magneted, whatever the right English is, y'all. Maybe Miss Finley can teach me later. But to be attracted to you in essence, right? So the thing about it is that sometimes you're dealt with cards in life that really just make you feel like, how am I going to maneuver? What am I going to do? I've been talking to you guys about just the process for me for grief and losing my dad, and how losing my dad has really shaped how I'm living my life. I've always been a person who, I'm life is for the living. I'm gonna go after my dreams. I'm gonna do everything that I need to do to be the person that I believe that God has called me to be based off of my own faith. But having this experience, there's a lot of challenges that have been thrown at me. So I can make a decision to be like, okay, well, there's no point. My dad's gone. I'm not gonna achieve any of these things. My life is over. Or I can say, my dad left me such a great legacy. He has so much impact or whatever. I can look at all the good things and the memories that we shared and use that to fuel me, to keep moving to achieve some of my goals. So I'm saying this to encourage you all to know that even when life brings you things that seem very traumatizing or something out of your control, just remember that there is something more. There's always something more. You just have to be able to have a little bit of hope and optimism, and then be grateful for what you do have so that you can be able to move forward towards the next day. All right, next slide. Okay, our workbook question. So, how do hope, optimism, and gratitude help you face challenges? Consider a specific example. I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds, then we're going to go into our breakout rooms for 4 minutes. We're going to come back and share out. So, Basha, please start us with the timer. All right, we can go into our breakout rooms now. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Do you guys know that song? It's a very it's an old song by Mace. Do you guys know who Mace is? If you guys know who Mace is, tell me yes in the chat. If you don't know who Mace is, tell me no in the chat. That also means that I'm very old, and that would be very sad. Oh my god. Not y'all saying no. Jesus. This is crazy. Okay, one day I'm gonna play y'all that song. No, but let me hear something. Okay, I got y'all. Not today, but another day. It's a really good song. Nonetheless, welcome back. It's Welcome Back. The name of the song is called Welcome. Well, I think it's called Welcome Back. But anyway, it goes Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So in essence, what I'm trying to tell y'all, it's welcome back. Welcome back. I'm so happy to see y'all. Okay. What group is going to go first? Basha, help me call on someone to represent their
Okay.
group.
All right, maybe we can have someone from room 3, Richard.
Richard, what did your group talk about? And 3 is my favorite number.
We ended up talking about how we ended up using how our how hope and optimism helped us face our own personal challenges, and we ended up giving like examples of this happening.
Okay. Richard, can you give me an example? You can share yours or you can share someone else's.
An example was when I needed hope and optimism to help me finish half a marathon.
Richard, you ran a marathon before? Half of it? Wow. Wow. That's a pretty big deal. A really big deal. So tell us about that experience. How was it? Did you want to give up? You're on mute, by the way, in case you don't know. Richard, are you there?
Sorry, they were announcing something.
Oh, okay. Got it.
What was the question again?
I was asking you, how was your marathon experience?
Tiring.
Tiring. So what did you do to like, first of all, prepare you for the marathon, right? Because I believe I'm not an athlete. I always tell you guys I'm working on myself. But what did you do to prepare yourself to even run a marathon or half a marathon? That's a big deal.
You end up help you build your stamina and just to run in particular until you're ready.
Mm. You know what? Thank you so much for sharing, Richard. So that example that he gave is so much like life, right? So when you hear about Olympians, you know LA is an Olympic city. And I hope a lot of you guys go to that symposium on the Olympics that we're going to host for you all. But it's the same type of thing, right? So in life, there's going to be challenges that you have, but you overcoming those challenges is understanding that literally life is not a race, it is a marathon. So you got to build yourself. You have to build yourself, right? You have to prepare. You have to build stamina. That's something that Richard talked about. How do we build stamina? We build it with optimism. We build it with faith. We build it with grace and hope and resilience and all of these great things that helped us build the stamina to be able to overcome. An example would be I am trying to study for the SATs. So maybe I take a bunch of SAT practice exams so I can build stamina in order to do well on my real exam and be able to get a good score that can get me into a good school. That type of thing. Right? So I hope that example makes sense for you guys. And thank you so much for sharing, Richard. We are going to call on another group to answer. And I would like a female, please, Basha.
Okay, from the second group, let's have Isabella.
Isabel, it's your time to shine. What did y'all talk about in your group?
We just talked about how like hope and optimism like help us with our personal experiences and stuff, and like in general.
What was your personal experience? Isabella Rodriguez.
Well, I was just talking about like the general aspect of it. I said that hope, optimism, and gratitude help me face my challenges because it stops me from giving up. And when you at least try, you have a better chance of succeeding rather than giving up and having no chance at all.
Come on, girl. You have a better chance of succeeding when you get up because if you don't get up, you have no chance at all. That is a good, girl, that's a word. That is a good, good, good word. I love it. I love it. So, in essence, we have to remember that we got to give it a try. We have to at least try. It's better than us not trying at all because then we don't even have the possibility of an outcome, right? Of our desired outcome, at least. So, that is excellent. Thank you so much. We're going to move to the next slide because we have a couple of workbook questions to get through. But thank you for everyone that shared. I'm so encouraged by you all. So the connection to grit and resilience. What is grit? Perseverance and passion for long-term goals, even when the progress is slow. How hope, optimism, and gratitude can fuel them. Hope provides the belief and motivation to keep working towards goals. Optimism, reinforces the ideas that challenges are temporary and effort will pay off. Gratitude builds emotional strength by focusing on what's good and supportive. An example, an optimistic athlete is recovering from an injury, uses gratitude for supportive teammates and hope for recovery to stay motivated during rehab. Okay, I was talking to the class that I covered last night. One of the things, for example, think about Michael Jordan. People don't know that Michael Jordan was rejected from like his high school basketball team. Michael Jordan is an icon now. Like he is a billionaire. I actually went to undergrad with Michael Jordan's daughter, but that's besides the point. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is that greatness, a lot of times the greatest people that you will see, they have been rejected at some point in their life, right? I'll even give you the simplest example. I was speaking to the students yesterday about the time that I was in high school and I had ran for student council vice president. And I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to win because I had all these accolades. I was like, yeah, I'm the girl for the job. Y'all, these people had the audacity not to vote for me. I was so beside myself. I was like, I cannot believe it. Why did I not win? Blah, 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 XYZ. But God had a bigger plan. There was bigger plans for me. And I was so upset because I was crying. I was telling my mom. My mom was like, girl, get yourself together. You're going to be fine, right? Like, it is okay. You're going to live another day. I was like, why is my mom telling me this? Like, she should be appalled that they didn't vote for me. But the reality of it is that I couldn't see what the bigger picture was that was in store for me. And what ended up happening was a couple months later, we had to run again for different offices for student council. And the prom chair position came up to plan the school prom. I wasn't even like, they were like, no, we're not going to vote for the person. We're going to appoint someone. And the previous prom chair was like, I appoint you because you're the best person for this job. What am I saying? Hindsight being 2020, this is like 16 years later. I'm telling y'all my age. But about 16 years later, everything that I did for prom was the foundation of the work that I do now. I plan conferences, I organize symposiums, I go all over the world doing programming work and having to raise funds and sponsorships and partnerships, all this good stuff. That started from high school. That started from the extracurricular things that I did, XYZ, right? So you may be looking at yourself and maybe there's something that you feel like, why am I not getting this? Or why did this not happen this way? But there's something that you can't see. So I want you guys to be hopeful. I want y'all to be optimistic. And I want you to understand that there's a heavy connection to grit and resilience. Because I could have been like, well, student council, you guys didn't choose me the first time. Forget y'all. But being a prom chair was back in my day at least, it was a way better role for me than that office was because it was more curated towards my future. All right, let's move on to the next workbook question. I hope that encouraged y'all. Okie dokie. So, in moments when you feel stuck, what role do hope and optimism actually play for you? How do they shape your next move? Okie dokie. I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds just for y'all to think about it, and then we're going to call on people to share with the group. Basha, can we call on one of our student leaders that haven't spoken yet
All
to
right.
answer?
Okay, maybe we can have Valerie.
Awesome. Valerie, are you there?
Oh, yeah, I'm just pulling up the question.
Okay.
Um, in my workbook, I put that hope has allowed me to build my confidence to overcome difficult situations and moreover help me overcome difficult obstacles when experiencing difficult situations.
Mm, that's really good. Valerie, what is an example? Can you give me an example of like how a time for you? Can you hear me?
Um, I honestly don't have any.
How come y'all never have examples, but y'all go through life all day? Okay, Valerie, let's talk through this. So, what about is Valerie, was it you that told me that you're a cheerleader or no? Are you on the cheer team? Okay. Are you in any extracurricular activity?
No. I'm currently taking college class. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm in a Boys and Girls Club, and I'm
What?
doing CTE internships thing.
That's excellent. That's excellent. Did somebody remind you that you're in Boys and Girls Club?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So think about moments when you feel just stuck. Just you feel stuck, like just in life. Are you applying for internships right now?
No, because it's gonna fill a lot my schedule because I'm
Okay.
currently taking a lot of classes and
Mm.
it's gonna really impact it.
So how do you navigate taking so many classes? Like having such a heavy workload. That can be challenging.
Yeah, I try balancing.
So balance. The balance you trying to balance is what gives you optimism and hope.
I think encouraging myself that I can do it and that I can progressively overcome this difficult obstacle and saying that if I challenge myself to do this, I can do it.
I love it. Positive self-talk. Love it. Thank you so much for sharing, Valerie. I highly appreciate it. Okay. Who are we gonna call on next, Basha?
All right. So next one, let's have Hugo.
Okay, Hugo. How does having hope change the way you talk to yourself in tough moments?
It makes me feel more motivated.
Have you had a time where you have like seen that in real time?
Not really.
You haven't. You know what I love about y'all? It seems like y'all don't go through nothing, which I love. I mean, I love it for you guys. You haven't had any challenging moments recently?
No.
Not even in school?
No.
Not at home?
No.
Wow. I'm happy that you know what? I don't think that it's not that you don't have challenging moments. I think that maybe you guys are really good at being tenacious or resilient that you don't see it as challenging, but you're overcoming these things. So, thank you for sharing, Hugo. I'm gonna call on someone else, and I'm gonna call on them. I'm gonna look at y'all's faces. Let me see who I'm gonna call on. Let's look. Let's look at yeah, do you have a time when you have felt stuck? And what role does optimism and hope play in that for you? And thank you, Valerie, for sharing in the chat. Valerie said testing.
Last year when I was running like a lot, I'd say that like optimism like helped me get through it because I was really tired and I just kept like telling myself to like push so I can like be done with it like faster.
That's amazing. Did you run track or were you doing a marathon like
I
Richard?
wasn't long distance, so
Long distance.
yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that's incredible. You guys are like my goals, things I wish I could have done, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to do. So kudos to you. Excellent. And I'm sure many of you guys have examples like Yalitza. She talked about pushing herself even when it gets hard and having hope in the midst of that. So that is wonderful. Okay, let's move to the next slide. All right, so resilience, hope, balance, optimism, and gratitude in action. So realistic hope. Sorry, it said resilience hope. So realistic hope recognizes challenges and focus on solutions. An example of that would be this is hard, but I'm gonna keep practicing. But if I keep practicing, I'll improve. Blind optimism versus balanced optimism. And I do not believe in blind optimism, y'all. So balanced optimism is the way we're gonna go. Blind optimism assumes everything will work out without effort. Balanced optimism encourages action and preparation alongside positivity. Gratitude in challenges. Giving, even during tough times, gratitude can help reframe the situation. Example, the project is overwhelming, but I'm grateful for teammates who are willing to help. All right, great. So, when we're looking at, I really want to make an emphasis on this realistic hope, balanced optimism, and gratitude in action. I don't want you guys to be in la la land. I had this conversation with my sister today, my younger sister. I was telling her, I was like, girl, you can't be in la la land. You have to be able to assess the situation and figure out what way can I move forward? What can I do, that can help me? It's like what they say, faith without works is dead, right? So you have to put in an effort. You can't just think like things are going to magically happen. It doesn't work like that. It's your effort accompanied with the gratitude in action and the realistic hope that will get you the results more than likely that you desire or the desired outcome. Okie dokie. Next slide. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all 30 seconds. When you're facing something difficult, how do you usually balance acknowledging the challenge with believing improvement is possible? Okie dokie. Jose, can you help me call on somebody? Who do you think should answer this workbook question? Jose there? Okay, I'm gonna give somebody else the opportunity. Call on somebody. Jimmy,
Oh
who
shoot!
do you
Never
think
mind.
should answer this birthday question? Oh, oh, okay. Jason, you're gonna answer it?
Oh no, I was gonna ask if I can call somebody.
Okay, you call on somebody.
Oh, okay. Andrew.
Okay. Andrew, Jason has chosen you.
Well, I haven't faced like nothing difficult like in my life yet.
Andrew, really? How I'm so shocked by you guys. So you guys don't think like exams and are you preparing for like what grade are you in?
11th grade.
But you're preparing for college. That's not difficult for you?
Uh, I don't gotta worry about it right now. You know.
You do need to worry. I wouldn't say worry about it, but I would say you do need to think about it right now. You should be thinking towards your college preparation. Okay. What about like even thinking about narrowing down what school you want to go to, what type of school you want to go to? Do you think that's difficult?
Yeah.
So, how do you plan to approach that? So, when you're stressed, what helps you shift from this is too hard to I can figure it out?
I used to like push myself.
Boom, boom, boom. I love it. You do. You do have to push yourself. You do have to make the effort. Um, and then you have to understand that I love that you guys say that, like, you don't have difficult moments. And you also have to realize that it's probably not as difficult as it may seem. So, thank you. Andrew, who are you going to call on to answer this question? Call on a female.
Can you pick, or do I have to like call?
You what? I want you to take the leadership in this. You can pick.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
You got all those people. Are y'all? What's going on with y'all? Y'all got all the people sitting right next to you guys. You guys can't call on somebody. Haley, do
Um,
not.
I'll
Don't. Oh,
go.
did he call on you, Haley?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't bail him out, Haley. You're gonna go
Oh,
next.
can I
Do
go?
not bail him out. You
Okay.
can, but I need the effort. I need the
Okay.
leadership.
I'll
Haley, you're
let
gonna go
Andrew pick
next.
someone and then I'll go after.
Thank you, Haley. I appreciate it. Thank you for your female power and your initiative. Andrew, I'm waiting on you.
I, can I pick Haley then?
No, you cannot pick Haley. Haley already volunteered her. Why y'all trying to?
Uh,
I got boring yesterday. Hello. Pick somebody else. That is a female.
I think Valerie.
Valerie already spoke.
Uh, Joanna.
There you go. Thank you so much, Joanna. I'm so happy to hear from you.
When I'm facing something difficult, I always obviously I acknowledge that it's not gonna be easy to like it's not gonna be easy to do. I'm gonna struggle along the way.
Mm,
Uh, the challenge isn't something that's permanent. I know I could always get through it.
I love it. I love what you said. You see why it's so important to empower each other? It's so important that Andrew called on you so that we could hear your voice. She said that she said tough times don't last, y'all. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that meme. There's so many things I have to show you guys. But there's like a meme that talks about like tough times don't last, but tough people do. So, and that's in essence what I'm hearing Joanna say. Like these things, Jose, whatever. But it's fine. It's from the past. But in essence, right? Tough people will last, right? So I want you guys to remember that. Thank you so much. I know you're not trying to be mean. I just found it to be funny. Um, Haley, Haley, thank you so much for volunteering yourself. I love your leadership and women empowerment. All right, so the next, because I think I only have a couple minutes left. Okay, can I still ask her that? No, no, no. You can answer this question. No, she can answer sorry, the workbook question before. Go ahead, Haley.
She went to the restroom.
Lol. Okay, no problem. Well, we'll move on, and if Haley comes back, she'll definitely be able to answer. All right. Okay. So, strategies to build hope, optimism, and gratitude. Focus on what you can control. Identify aspects of a challenge you can influence. You can't control a test date, but you can control how you can prepare. Practice gratitude. Reflect daily on things you're thankful to build perspective. Examples: start or end each day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. Set small, achievable goals. Break larger challenges into smaller, manageable steps to build confidence. Surround yourself with positivity. Seek out friends, mentors, or role models who encourage hope and optimism, or your big sisters, like somebody told me today. Learn from setbacks. View failures as opportunities to grow and adjust your approach. All right, next slide. All right, so we don't have enough time, but you can practice gratitude. So you can list 3 things that you're grateful for today, and they can be big or small. You guys can even you can write one of those things. You don't even have to write all of it. Just write one of those things in the chat. You can write one thing that you're grateful for in the chat. Is Haley back yet? Or is she still in the restroom? She's not back? All right, cool. So you guys just write one thing in the chat that you're grateful for. I love it. Your dog, grateful to have a ride to go to school. I know that's right, Kimberly. Family. A lot of people are saying family. Oh, sister, family. Love it. I'm going to read everything. I'm going to read everything you guys said. Okay. So, thank you guys so much for today. It's always interesting to speak with you all. You guys always brighten up my day with how funny you guys are. So, I hope that you remember the things that I've told you. I hope that you remember, most importantly, that you're a shining star. And no matter what that comes your way, remember that these values are things that you can hold on to. People can take anything from you. They can take all these material things, but they can't take away your values. They can't take away your morals. They can't take away your character. So please remember that. And I am going to pass it on to Basha, who is going to give you guys announcements. And your next class, we're going to talk about the 4 agreements. So just remember that. It's going to be a great time. Thank you so much. Basha, go ahead. And y'all let Haley know that next class, she's my first person in the line. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Maliz. And for our announcements for this week, we're going to have another Ignite Speaker Series on March 2nd, 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. We will announce the name of the speaker very soon, and the deadline for the RSVP would be on February 27 on or before or at 5 p.m. So please make sure to sign up if you want to earn more points. And again, we are going to have another field trip on March 15. It's going to be the World Cup Symposium. The RSVP deadline is on March 6th. So this symposium will give you a behind the scenes look at the 2026 FIFA World Cup and how it impacts Los Angeles. So this is going to be another fun field trip. The link is also in the chat to RSVP. Make sure to sign up to earn another 4 points. And of course, for all our grade 12 students, we're going to have the Rotary Club of Los Angeles Scholarship. So it's a foundation that offers scholarship for high need, high performing students in Los Angeles County. If you guys are interested, please sign up. The deadline is also on March 2nd, and the link is already in the chat. And then we are also inviting everyone to please always go to the student guide website for all the announcements, updates, and program information. The link is also in the chat. And if you have questions or concerns regarding the workshop or anything that regards youth champions, the link is also in the chat for the student help form. So again, a huge shout out to Maliz and to everyone who participated today. Thank you guys so much for your energy, and we will see you next week. Thank you.
See you guys. Thank you so
See
much,
ya.
everyone.
Thank you, Maliz. Thank you, Hugo, Richard, Tiyet, and Haley, if you're back.
Haley's
Thank you
still in
so
the
much.
Haley's
Yeah,
still in the restroom.
the
Okay.
restroom.
Thanks, Basha.
Alright. Thank you so much, Maliz. We really appreciate you.
No problem. I hope I'm not too hard on these kids.
No, no. I think it was just, it was just okay. I mean, they
I
just
want to get them to
don't have that
participate.
energy. Yeah, yeah. It was a really good nudge for them to really engage. Yeah.
Okay.
And I just want to inform you also that there were moments when your audio was a little bit muffled, but
Oh,
yeah, I think
really?
yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
Oh,
but it was
okay.
okay. Yeah, it was not really that long.
Okay, I need to
Yeah.
figure out. Maybe I'm not on my Wi-Fi. I was having issues with the Wi-Fi earlier, so I turned it off. So that might be
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah. Maybe that's why. But yeah, I think it went well
Okay. Thank you
overall.
so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you so much, Melise. Really
Okay.
appreciate you.
All
See you
right.
next week.
Bye. See
Bye.